Well, a happy evening, everyone. What I'm trying to tell you is now that there is this Parleji guy or the person who won in two places, there is Raebareli and Wayanad, has given out a statement out in the open that Ekalavya was a Yuva at the age of 6 and 7. And I don't know why he kind of, belittles himself or denigrates himself by making these statements. We also know that he can never be the PM of the country with his knowledge. Even if we were to be brilliant, there is a rule in Italy. You go do research that Italians cannot become prime ministers outside. That is, outsiders are not allowed to become prime minister of Italy. So the same rule applies elsewhere also. So him or his mom, Antonio Maina, can never become the prime minister of a country. Having said this, he can be LOP, no doubt. But we are cursed with such an LOP, and that's why we still love our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Anyway, let's not digress too much. So this statement, why am I making this video suddenly? This statement is all about Mahabharata and stuff, and he spoke about Ekalavya. He doesn't even know who Ekalavya is, and he's talking about Ekalavya. He's saying that 6-7-year-old kid becomes a Yuva. He doesn't even know that there is Balyavastha. Then during the teens, that same kid becomes, the Balya kid becomes Yuva. That is teens. So he's saying 6-7-year-old becomes Yuva, and who is giving this gyan to him? Anyway, that's okay. What can be expected of him? That's one point. Second, and he's assuming that Ekalavya, because he was from the lower caste, Dronacharya decided not to give him the gyan. It seems that's not the case, boss. Ekalavya was very clear in his agenda. He was part of the Shishupal Magadha dynasty. He was part of Shishupal and Shishupal. This is Magadha. He was very close friend of Shishupal. So why Dronacharya denied teaching Ekalavya is because it was that teaching was supposed to be used against Hastinapur. Because he was loyal to Hastinapur, he was receiving salary from Hastinapur. How can he teach someone who's going to use that gyan against Hastinapur? So that's the only reason why it was denied. So okay, let's talk about caste now. Okay, yes, agreed. There was casteism in Mahabharata and Ramayana. Okay, done. Agreed. There was predominant. But nowadays, where is the caste? Who? Okay, let me not be booked under atrocity case. You do a research about who's Ramji Sakpal and who's Mahadev Ambavadekar. Sorry for this expression. Mahadev Ambavadekar is a Janodari who helped Ramji Sakpal go to a foreign country, finish off his barrister, come back to India, and sponsored his law education. He became the chairman of the Indian Constitution drafting committee. All right. Let me not take names here. You do research completely. All right. That's first point. Okay. Mahabharata time also there was casteism. Done. But Dronacharya, the moment he came into Kurukshetra war, how many people commented saying, "Hey, tumhara kaam ye nahi hai. You go, do Sandhya Vandan. You go do puja. You go do yagya, havana. That's where you are meant to be. You're not supposed to be there in the Kurukshetra." That's not casteism, is it? No, that's not casteism. So casteism against Brahmins is not casteism. Casteism against somebody who is from the lower caste is a casteism, is it? I don't understand the logic, boss. And Parshuram, we never accepted him to be a Brahmin because he became Kshatriya. At the end of the day, he killed 21 Kshatriyas by wielding Parashu. So, what is the logic, boss? And, okay, one more logic I'll give. During Treta Yuga, Ravana was a great Brahmin. His parents were Vishravas and Kaikasi. So, do we follow Rama? Do we follow Rama or do we follow Ravan? Rama is a Kshatriya. Alright? We follow, respect, venerate, pray to Lord Rama, and we go to Ram temple, and there is no Ravana temple at all except in Sri Lanka. Alright? In Sri Lanka, Ravana is a god. Okay, because I don't know why they celebrate him. Even in India, there is a temple for Shakuni and Duryodhan. That's a different thing. It's going above 4 minutes, I know. But people should understand correctly and then talk about tapasya. Tapasya is what? Tapasya is not about just garmi paida karna. He's wrong there. That's ridiculous. That's preposterous here. Come on. Tapasya is about saving energy. How do I know this? There's a saying in Malayalam. Okay, this is my father taught me this. Krishna ran away from the battlefield because he had to kill Mujugundan. Kalevan. So Mujugundan was taking rest in a cave. That's what he wished for from Indra when he helped Indra in a couple of battles. And he said, "You take rest, boss." So his entire energy for 100-150 years was accumulated in the form of energy and not just garmi. Garmi is different, energy is different. Please understand. Let me not go in deep. I can go in deep also, but you do research. Who are listening to it? But that's not the point, boss. The point is, it's not about garmi, it's about energy. So what happens there is, he runs away from the battlefield. He has an evident star, shawl, which he shows Kalevan and keeps running. That he puts on Mujugundan, who's taking rest. And Kalevan, what he does, he has a boon from Brahma that nothing can kill him. No astra, no shastra, no human being, no double creature can kill him. So he was very clear from Hiranyakashipu's, what happened to Hiranyakashipu is very clear, nothing can kill him. So this is the only way out. What is the only way out? You have to release that energy on him and convert that into heat, and you have to literally burn him down to ashes. So it's not just about heat. He's right there. It's about heat only. But you cannot say heat because it's got a negative connotation to it. You have to say energy. Nobody takes him seriously, even in parliament also, otherwise also. Outside rallies also, nobody takes him seriously. But try and put some sense into his mind. Or through this video, let me at least tell him, when you're talking to Mahabharat, talk to people like me and hire me, pay me good salary, hefty amount, lucrative salary package, and I'll give you a good script. Please follow that script. You have no brain of your own. First of all, I'm sorry to offend you. You can do whatever you want with me. I'm not taking names also, who's not got brain karke. Anyway, you're a Parle Ji guy, you're a PAPPU. But at least hire sensible people like me and talk about Mahabharata and Ramayana then. At least do that. Be smart there. Alright. Sorry, I'm getting a little, I'm angry, I'm annoyed, I'm irritated. You cannot take Ramayana and Mahabharata, just the names of Ramayana and Mahabharata just like that and just get away. You cannot do that. You have to take it in the right sense, and you have to know your Puranas and history first. It's not mythology. Mythology again is connoted by, it's a concocted theory by British, because they wanted to associate Mahabharata and Ramayana to myth. It's not myth. It's happened. There are a lot of live proof also. And if I don't want proof, I believe in it. That's it. Belief is more important. On this note, I end it. Please provide sense to this Parle Ji guy. Please, for heaven's sake. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.